are we all doing tonight, guys?
It's Sunday Night Special, starring Don Pardo, Chevy Chase, Gilda Radner. I'm just naming off early SNL cast members. Dan Aykroyd, fucking Ernie Hudson. Wait, never mind. Nah, that wasn't SNL alumni. Hello, Karumi. Yes, that was Viewpoint. I fucking... Honestly, that music is the best part of that game. I think we can... Like, the game isn't bad. I mean, like, without the music, it's kind of just Zaxxon, but 10 years too late. But with the music, it's elevated to a whole other level! You know. Speaking of good games with good music, Axe Battler is another good one. And speaking of more good games with more good music, it's time for Sunday Night Special, where we will be playing more Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance. The Simpsons Fortnite is actually cool. So, am I wrong? I thought that was just, like, a skin, right? Like it's just, like, a regular Fortnite map, but you can play as The Simpsons, presumably Homer, possibly others. Or is it, like, an actual, like, new Fortnite map where you can, like, go through Springfield? That would be kind of cool. Yes, the map is Springfield. Oh, actually, that is kind of sick. I must admit, that is pretty sick. Okay, so we are there. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right, we actually didn't make much progress last week, but we did beat one of the bosses, and I figured out kind of some of the places I can go. I have not played Fortnite in a very long time. I played it, like, I don't know, like 2020 or 2022 or something along those lines. I thought it was fun. Like, I can't really play it because I suck at it, but... And it's definitely one of those things where, like, you kind of want, like... like, it's a Battle Royale game, and I suck at those already, but it's not really like Tetris 99, where, like, even if you suck at it and you can't win any of the matches, you can still kind of have fun because it's Tetris. Like, Fortnite kind of requires some skill to really have some fun at it, in my opinion. And, like, but no, like, like, obviously, like, you know, whatever, it's a little bit hashtag cringe because of all the young kids who are into Fortnite, but I don't know, if you can look past it, Fortnite's a fine game. It's a decent little battle royale. Doesn't do a whole lot to, like, stand out amongst, like, all the other battle royale games, but it's not bad. I can coexist with Fortnite in the world. There are definitely worse things that kids could be into. And many worse things that kids are into, but Fortnite is not one of them. Fortnite is not the sole cause of the degradation of society. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Honestly, the cool thing about Fortnite that I'm actually pretty... that I must give, like... I must give them some credit for is, how, like, really, like, you don't really have to spend any money to have fun in the game, you know? Like, a lot of these freemium games kind of require you to spend at least some money to enjoy the game. And, like, Fortnite definitely encourages you to spend money to, like, buy skins and things like that, but really you don't need to. Really, like, you can kind of just, like, play Fortnite, download it for free, create an account. I'm sure they sell your data, and that's sort of how they make their a lot of their money. But you want to see Elle play for? I mean, fuck it, it's free. She probably could. I'll say this, I don't know, like, I don't know, give Elle enough money, she'll probably play Fortnite for like 15 minutes. She enjoys Mobile Legends, so I mean, I'm not saying she would enjoy it as much as Mobile Legends, but she probably won't hate it. She's not like completely anti-trendy shit. Mobile Legends is sort of trendy. Also, COD Mobile. Oh, no, wait, no. I don't think Elle's ever played COD Mobile, but... Or at least not on stream, I don't think. Oh, wait. Oh, I don't want to go here, actually. Right, because there was that one, Or did I already get that? I think I did, actually, right? Oh, no. So I think I want to go, like, all the way down first so I can get that cool power-up. Speaking of power-ups that make you OP, so, as you know, I've been playing Chocobo Dungeon lately, and I may have found, like, the ultimate OP power-up in any video game. A power-up that's just like, oh, so I got, like, the ring that's just like, oh, you actually you don't lose any power. It's like, or you don't lose any energy. It's like, oh, okay, so I can just keep this ring on and I don't lose energy. It's always, like, at 99 or 100, and it's just like, okay, cool. I am never taking this off. I literally just found out that I got that. That is, like, the ultimate way to stay OP forever. Actually, wait, no. I think the only thing is, like, you can get it damaged, and eventually it'll break, but as long as you keep repairing it, it should be pretty much forever. Elle played COD Mobile on stream last week. Cool. Elle plays Persona 5X. There's a 5X now? Or is that just 5 Royal? You can start with Castlevania. Wait. Yeah, you can start with... Oh. Yeah, Castlevia? I assume you mean Castlevania. You're gonna do Harmony of Essence for Thanksgiving. I don't know what Harmony of You mean Harmony of Dissonance? Is that what you mean? Do this game? I mean, I'm enjoying it. I'm still thinking I probably enjoy Arya a bit more, but this still is warranted of like a close second best. By the way, I did I don't know if I ever told you, but I did get to Drill Dozer for GBA. I don't think that's like my number one. Yes, this, okay. I don't think Drill Dozer ended up being like my number one, but it's in my top 5, I'm pretty sure. It's like behind Advance War and I think like some other games. I want to play through more of Advance Wars. That's another one I'm just like, I'm pretty sure this game is good. There's a couple of those where like, some of like the bigger games where I want to say like they deserve to be like towards the top of the list, but just to be absolutely sure. There we go. Advance Wars is long but fun. Okay. I mean, Advance Wars is like... I think Advance Wars is probably like one of the best places to start. From what I've heard, it's like one of the best places to start with like RTS, SRPG games. That, and I guess Final Fantasy Tactics, which I haven't really played much of. There is a Final Fantasy Tactics on GBA, though, which I will probably be getting to relatively soon. I'll be able to finish the E's in, I think, 2 parts. Surprisingly few GBA games beginning with the letter E. And honestly, even fewer good ones. There aren't many great... I think there was one I found that was... No, I don't know. Were there any that I found that were outstanding? I'm gonna have to look at the list again tonight. But F, there's gonna be a bunch of, like, there's gonna be Fire Emblem. There's obviously Final Fantasy, FF6, which I don't even... Honestly, regardless of whatever my... Agora Union is the toughest, is that... Another, I don't know. Who said FF6? Yeah, I was gonna say, like, FF6, I think, regardless... Yeah, Fire Emblem, FF6, yeah, all of those. Regardless of what my thoughts are on FF6, I kind of have to put it in outstanding, just for troll. I wish there was a port of FF7 on Game Boy. On Game Boy Advance, then I could put that in garbage. Just to really trigger Game Gear Goddess. I love chaos! Etc. I actually didn't need to go down here. Okay. F-Zero. Oh, yeah, that's true. There's the F-Zero games. Actually, those will be first whenever I get to the Fs. There's, you know, Fuck Rat Billy. That's the best Game Boy Advance game. Hello, let me... Real W Donation Gaming. I'll just call you Real. Hello, Real. Realer than Evander Holyfield. Eat my ass. I think I had one of the F-Zero games, and in fact might still have one of the F-Zero games for GBA. I forget which one. I think it was GP. I remember that one being pretty fun. Actually, I kind of remember, I think I did end up playing Climax, and it's pretty much the same. Like, both the F-Zero games on GBA are kind of samey. I think they might be built off the same engine, which, I mean, fair enough. Is kind of the thing to do, but... I've found, surprisingly, a lot of good GBA racing games, though, so it's going to be interesting to see how F-Zero compares... Oh, I haven't found... I say I've found some good GBA racing games. I actually haven't found any future racing games, I don't think, yet. But, I mean, I've found a lot of really good Mario Kart likes. Obviously, there's, like, Mario Kart. There is actual Mario Kart on GBA. There's Crash Team Racing. And then, like, a surprising amount of good ones is outside of that. I can't remember all of the names, though. But there were good ones, I remember. The Magical Quest starring Mickey Mouse. Yeah, that's a... Magical Quest starring Mickey Mouse is the best series. Alright. I actually haven't played much of that. Oh, yeah, that's right. There was a fucking... There was the Flintstones game. Wasn't that, like, total shit, though? Franklin the Turtle? I bet there were Franklin games. I bet you there were Franklin games on GBA. I'm sure they were ass. Nah, I'm being too mean. I'm sure they were fine for kids. Franklin the Turtle, LC Extreme. And... I mean, Elle has played Hello Kitty on PSP. It would not be the most ludicrous thing she's ever played. Although, to be fair, she played Hello Kitty willingly. That's like a whole other thing. From what I understand, that Hello Kitty game was alright. It was just kind of like a shitty minigame collection. There's like a Hello Kitty, There's like a Hello Kitty Animal Crossing-like game, and it's literally called Hello Kitty Island Adventure, which is funny because that was literally a joke on South Park. Like, imagine if there was a Hello Kitty game that was also Animal Crossing. Oh wait, they actually did that like 15 years later? Oh my. And then like Butters was super into that while everyone else was playing World of Warcraft. Yeah, Butters approved game, exactly. Romanced Haru and got, yeah, I don't know. You're finishing Persona 5 in the last Saturday of this month? Really? You're already finishing Persona 5? That is a long-ass game. I figured you would have spent a lot more time on that than just, like, a month or so. I guess you just make a lot of... Actually, wait a minute. Never mind. I forgot you, like, Harumi dialogue skip through the entire game. Turns out if you skip all the dialogue, you can just finish the game in, like, a few hours. You can beat the game real quick if you use Karumi strats. What the fuck? What's hitting me? Okay, well I fell that time. That's fair, but... I can make simple jump. Okay, there we go. What's down here? I don't know if... Oh, wait, no, I do know what's down here. I did get the wait. Yes, I did get the castle map. Okay, that's what I wanted. Shit. Okay, I want to, like, go back to the save point and... That way I never have to worry about getting, like, the OP power again. So, wait, okay, so if Simpsons is more than just a skin, like, I know Family Guy has, like, a Fortnite thing, too. Is that, like, just a skin, or is that, like... Is there more to it than that? Like, does Family Guy, like, have its own map? Can you go through Quahog? Get into a giant chicken fight with some guy? Actually, that would be cool if there's, like, a giant chicken skin and you can just, like, cause, like, a shit ton of mayhem, like, in the show. Fighting some guy dressed as a giant chicken with a skin. Oh, Family Guy's just a skin? That sucks. If they do have the giant chicken skin, though, that would be cool. Persona 5 Scramble? What the hell is that? Like, okay, I know of Persona 5, there's Persona 5 Striker, and then there's, like, Persona 5 Tactics. Are they making new side games as we speak that I've never heard of? Who else needs to be in Fortnite? Castlevania should have a Fortnite option. I mean, Castlevania is in like Castlevania's in like Vampire Survivors, Dead Cells. You're gonna tell me Castlevania ain't above Fork Knife? Hey, Arus. It is harmonizing well. How do you do? I am here, 1 year older, none the wiser. I'm 27. I am 27. I am officially at the age of all of my fallen idols when they fell. Jimi Hendrix. I'd say Jim Morrison. Honestly, I was way more into the Doors in high school. But yeah, Jimi Hendrix, Cobain, Amy Winehouse, Robert Johnson. Who else died at 27? I think that guy from the Rolling Stones, Charlie Watts. Just like all of these musicians dead at 27. What can it mean? Is it some satanic conspiracy theory? Yes, yes it is. Subscribe to my Substack. God, imagine if I had a Substack. Imagine how pretentious I would be. Imagine if L had a Substack. That's a horrifying thought. The Substack all about shitting on FF6. L Substack banned for FF6 related hate speech. I'm gonna make a save state here. You know, I say this has great music. I would also go... I don't know, this is probably a hot cake, but, also... No, this is probably a hot cake, but this might have some of the worst music, in, like, an official Konami Castlevania game that I've heard. I mean, I've said a lot about GBA music, how I don't really like the sound processor that it uses, but even, like, by that metric, like, Aria had some great music. I'm gonna go back and save. That way I know I have this for a little while. And I also have the Castle Map 3, which is good. Meow. Oh, I see. I see how that works now. I guess there's some where you have to, like, whip it to make it go. No, where's the... There, thank you. You'll have to pry this from my cold, dead hands. Sash. I might have to get stronger to defeat that. Alright, let's go somewhere else then. Simpsona 3. Simpsona 5. Yeah. Put Simpsons in Persona. That's how you really get people to pay attention. Hint card. Actually, what is... Have I looked at this hint card yet? I will have to, I think. Hint card 2... Yeah, I got that. Some spells can be cast multiple... Oh, I did get this before. Okay. I got this last week. Hey, Game Gear. It's going well. There's fan art of The Simpsons in Persona. Cool. Like Mr. Burns as Kamoshida. I could see that. Wait, no. Wait, never mind. No. Mr. Burns couldn't be Kamoshida. He's evil enough, but not, like, ripped enough. There would need to be somebody evil and ripped. Sideshow Bob, maybe? Wait, no. Homer's not ripped. He could be. Play with him enough in Fortnite, he'll become ripped. So what were you doing with your stream earlier today, Game Gear? Something about, like, celebrations and pet peeves. I didn't, like, catch the stream. I just saw the title. I was like, that sounds interesting. I should probably watch that, and then I didn't. Scale. Oh, is that new armor? Let's see. Is the armor good? It is. Good. I will use this. My defense has gone up. I am happy. Let me check the other stuff, too. Do I have any, Ooh, this. Yes, I will use this. That will increase my defense slightly more. Good. Life is good. That lowers my defense... Oh, by 10, but it does... It, like, raises everything very slightly. Everything else very slightly. Message for me at 5:20. Okay. You know what? Since it's directed at me, I will hold on. I'll set it up so that it plays on the big screen. This seems important, maybe. I wish there was a way that it would, like, auto-snap to, thing that I want. That would, like, take some of the guesswork out. Well, not guesswork. I know how to do it, but it would take some of the work out of, this. So 5:20. I think that's what they said, right? Oh, shit. No, that's a bit too far. Like here, basically. Somewhere around.
So, Logan, if you're listening,
Wait.
If you're listening to this, at least in hindsight, in the replay, hey, zombie. Welcome. Yeah, hear it.
Oh, that's true. I couldn't. That's true. Chapter labeling, but I mean, just like no. What I meant is like automatically, like I could set it to like automatically capture like an edge window or something.
A message for you.
Ooh.
Treasure the time you have. Treasure all the opportunities that you get. I don't mean to be depressing about this, but I keep saying this. Time waits for no one.
Mm-hmm.
So, not even for someone who is perpetually 13, like myself. So if there's something you want to do, if there's a game you want to play...
If you're perpetually 13, does that make you immortal?
Don't put it off or until tomorrow. If you have the capacity to do it today, like don't cancel plans to do something that you really want from out of nowhere. Because the time may come when you realize you can no longer do the things you would have wanted to do when you had the chance, the time, and the opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
Please think about that on your birthday. But that said, keep being awesome. Okay?
We'll try.
Like, have a little bit more self-esteem, I guess.
You're immortal until you're not. You're only immortal for a limited time. Like, that's a Rush lyric. Only immortal for a limited time.
I know you like to think that you have a measured take of what you can do, but I personally believe, even as a gamer, that you are capable of so much more if you're willing to put in a little bit more effort to really give it an earnest try.
Thank you.
That's all.
Thank you.
So, yeah. So, with that said, let's see what...
Thank you. Yep, you are only immortal for a limited time, as the great Rush said on a not-so-great... Oh, wait, no, that was on Roll the Bones. Never mind, that album was fantastic. I thought that was on one of the shitty ones from the 90s. It was on one of the ones from the 90s, but one of the good ones. It's the right... correct? Yeah. Oh, wait, no. What scene is that? I don't know. Ah, fuck. That's loud. Oh, fuck. Bestie had a message, too. Oh, I missed that. Hold on. Fuck, I closed out of it. Ah, shit. I can't get to the... I'll have to look at the rest on the iPad. Because it kind of scrolled by. I can't scroll back.
You are capable of so much more if you're willing. This is all unscripted, by the way. And just in case,
I
you
figured.
guys did not see that.
I figured.
Did not catch that. This is all pretty much, on the fly.
I figured.
A little bit too much bass on mine. It's like making me deaf. There's a little bit too much bass.
No snare in my headphones. I don't even know if you can hear, I don't even know if you'll be able to hear this through the microphone. If not, I'm sorry, but, well, right now it's just playing your BGM. You aren't doing a whole lot. I think you're just typing a prompt into Bestie.
Alright, Bestie is ready with her message.
Okay.
So
Bestie is ready with her
Logan.
message.
From, Lexus to you.
Bestie, that was such an L message. Heartfelt, honest, a little existential, a little chaotic, but absolutely rooted in love.
Chaos.
Logan's gonna hear that in the replay and go, huh, damn, okay, while pretending he's not actually touched. Alright, here's my birthday message for the metalhead zombie himself.
The metalhead zombie,
Logan,
I like that.
my guy, happy birthday. You go through life like someone permanently speedrunning it on a CRT with half the colors missing, bumping into walls, missing turns, insisting you're playing it how the devs intended,
Damn,
and
I feel
somehow,
personally attacked
that's
by
exactly
this.
what makes you you. But here's the thing. You always underestimate yourself. You call yourself limited before you even try. You sell yourself short, then act like that's realism instead of habit. And yet, every time you actually give something an honest run, whether it's a game, a debate, or helping out during a stream, you blow past the ceiling you thought you had. Every single time.
I've never been so touched and
So
yet
here's what I want
personally
for you this
attacked
year.
in a birthday message
Stop
ever.
assuming
I
your
love it.
skill floor is also your skill ceiling. Try the things you think you can't do. Touch the games that intimidate you. Let yourself be surprised by your own growth. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be fast. You just have to show up for yourself a little more. Also, your friends adore you more than you think. Don't forget that. Happy birthday, zombie. May your colorblindness spare you from seeing how old you're getting.
Shut the fuck
Lexus
up.
Sanson and Yellow Heart.
Hey.
That was genuinely really touching.
Hello, Draconica devotee. With that said, let's...
It is audible. It was audible. Perfect. I'm actually really happy about that. That was a very touching message. Thank you. Thank you to you and to Lexus, bestie. I like Metalhead Zombie. Honestly, if I had been more creative, I would have come up with the, if I had been more creative and... Oh, shut the fuck up. If I had been more creative and thought of it first, I would have come up with Metalhead Zombie first. But, alas. But no, thank you. I mean... I definitely... You definitely make it very clear, you and all of my fans, you, Arus, Karumi, Orc, all of you make it very clear that you support me and you appreciate the streams and all of that, and I'm very thankful. And yeah, like, I definitely sell myself short. I feel like it's, to a degree, it's kind of like a defense mechanism, because, like, you know, contrary to what you believe, like, I am, well, I mean, like, biologically, I do kind of have to sell myself shorter than the average person, because in a sense I am more limited. But you know, you're also right in that I have definitely, as a result of streaming, I have surprised myself a lot. I've surprised myself in the games that I've completed. I mean, like, you know, sometimes I'll have to use save state. Well, I mean, like, even if you look at something like Artanelico, I use save states very sparingly. I mean, it helped that the game had, like, a lot of saves and stuff as well, but, like, you know, I ultimately, I did end up beating the game. And I was able to do that, and that's, you know, that's an accomplishment. That's an accomplishment. Like, I definitely... And not just, like, about, like, the games that I've beaten. Like, you know, like... Like, I've said this before. Like, before I started streaming, I think literally the only game I had ever, like, fully completed was Persona 4. And now I've completed several games. I've completed several games this year. So, I mean, like, I've made progress, and not just in terms of the games that I've completed, but I've gotten further than I ever would have expected. I've said this before, but like, when I first started, I think I said this when I first started, but my hope going into this is that I could stream at any given moment and not have to worry about streaming to a pool of nobody. And at the beginning of the streams, sometimes that is the case. Like, I'm not, like, guaranteed an audience at all times of the stream. And even, like, later on, sometimes it's just, like, Game Gear Goddess and nobody else. But I have an audience. I have people who give a shit. I have people in I have a person in the Philippines, thousands of miles away, who will wake up in the morning to tune into my streams. And for that, I am extremely grateful. You definitely can push your boundaries when you're into it. You've seen me take hours to fight a boss and then ultimately win. Yeah, true. I mean, sometimes all it takes is just perseverance, and that's something I've definitely kind of learned to really realize while doing the stream. But I mean, like, you know, words of sage wisdom aside, thank you. Thank you so much for the birthday message to you and to Bestie. Thank you to my number one K-pop stan, Game Gear Goddess, aka LCX, aka Nagi, aka Hatsude Miku, aka, I don't know, what other personalities do you have that I can thank? Oh no, K-pop. I still have only ever... You'll be here, yeah. I still have only ever heard one K-pop song, and it's the K-pop song that's a collab with a Coldplay song, so that shows you where my interests lie. I'm 27... You know what, like, I always say, like, I'm 12 going on 60. Hey, Mike. You missed it. Or maybe you were there on L's stream. I don't know who all was there, but L gave me this really L and AI Bestie gave me really touching birthday message. Ooh, boss. I think that's what this means. Oh, never mind. Do I have any potions? Out of curiosity. I have an elixir, which restores all HP. Oh, okay, yeah. I will definitely... Yeah, I will use that when I get to the boss. That will be a perfect time to use that. It's my birthday. Well, my birthday was yesterday, but I can buy potions from the shop. I don't know where the nearest shop is, though. Well, oh no. Well, I mean, the shop is like on the other side of the map. The only shop that I've seen is on the other side of the map. So I have an elixir. That and what I have should get me at least to this boss. Thank you for the happy belated birthday. I had a fun time kind of celebrating my early birthday on Thursday. By looking at the EGM mag. That came out the month and year of my birthday. We got to hear about the one writer's absolute vitriolic hatred of Rush. So if you ever need proof that EGM doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about, they hate Rush. No, well... To be fair, it's because the one guy just wouldn't stop playing the one Rush CD, but... Still. Under no circumstance should you hate Rush. Rush is awesome. I don't think I want to see them play for like $400 when they're coming back on tour, but... Led Zeppelin is apparently going to be coming back on tour. So that's pretty cool. I might have to check that out. Oh, there's a save point. Oh, perfect. In that case, I don't even need to use the elixir. I have this. Hello, Prime 1. You have to search for where you put some of your EGM issues. The one that details the Xbox OG pre-release. That's pretty cool. So, I guess your EGM mags probably would date to not long after the one that I showed off. And hello, Renee. It had like an 800 megahertz processor and an NVIDIA chip when PS2 was at like 200 megahertz. Yeah, I know the Xbox was like significant. The Xbox and the GameCube were quite a bit more powerful than the PS2. Although, like, ultimately, I think like most people just kind of like did one port that was similar, that was like could run on all three. So like really, like when you got to like multiplats, a lot of them just kind of looked about the same. It's just like, you know, GameCube and PS2 might have had a higher frame rate, and the GameCube used like the little tiny discs, so you'd have to have like Resident Evil 2 with like 2 discs. Resident Evil 2 Director's Cut. But remember, the PS2, you could literally hack into the Matrix. PS2 Hype Machine was just off its goddamn meds. Saj. PS2 optimized games better too. Yeah, true. Fair enough. Well, I mean, yeah, I think PS2 was like the easiest one to code for. That, and just like it was the one that sold the most. So as a result, just like so many more games were. I mean, the PS2 had an insanely long shelf life. Like I was saying, like like last stream on the Thursday stream, like there was a point where like PS4 was out, and so like PS2 was technically supported into the PS4's life. I think they officially discontinued support in 2013. Or maybe it was 2012. Maybe they discontinued the PS2 right before the PS4. Either way, like, PS2 support has existed for... Like, PS2 was still a viable option not even 15 years ago. Like, that's how long... I think the PS2 might still have the longest... No, never mind. I was going to say PS2 might have the longest support. PS3 would have the longest support. Or actually, PSP, even. I think you can literally go on the PS Store, on the PSP, and buy games legally. So, what? The PSP came out in 2004, 2005? So, that's 20 years of support. That, I think, might be the longest amount of support for any console. Depending on how you... Well, okay, no. I take that back. Depending on, like, how you define support. Like, you can still buy games, but I don't think they've made new PSP games in a very long time. Same thing with, like, the PS3. Like, you can still buy games on the PS Store, but, like, they aren't making new ones. They haven't made new PlayStation 3 games in a very long time, but... You can. If you own a physical PS3 if you own a legitimate PS3, you can hook it up to the internet, go on the PlayStation Store, and legally buy a PS3 game.
I don't think... Yeah, I was gonna say, I didn't think Renee streamed.
Yeah. Yeah, PS3 was contemporary with the PS2. Like, but, and to be fair, like, basically what it boiled down to was, like, the PS2 was... The Wii and the PS2 had pretty similar architecture and also, like, technical specs. So it was relatively easy to port PS2 games over to the Wii, or rather, port Wii games back to the PS2. So you'd have some of these like shitty shovelware Wii games and some fairly decent ones ported back to the PS2. Like the PS2 got a port of Sonic Unleashed, which was basically just the Wii version of Sonic Unleashed. Might have even had Sonic Colors. I might be wrong about that, but I think the PS2 even got Sonic Colors officially. Definitely got Sonic Unleashed. And, like, EA was putting out sports games on the system up until, I think it was NBA 2K13 was the last officially released PS2 game. I believe.
Vita means life. Sorry, no. Sony, no.
Well, again, same thing with the Vita. You can go on the PlayStation Store and buy old Vita games legally. So, depending on how you define life... And the funny thing, too, is, like... Realistically, they should have been discontinued years ago. They should have shut down the servers years ago. But fans just outraged so hard that Sony was like, never mind. We're actually keeping this open forever. Because I guess it... And ultimately, I guess it doesn't really, like, cost them that much to keep the servers live for... Like, I think... I don't know. The other thing, too, is, like, I don't know if, like, online is still possible on, like, PS3, PS Vita. Like, if you can play games online with those. You might be able to. So, like, if you have an old version of COD, you might be able to still, You might still be able to play COD on PS3. I think it might still be active. Actually, COD might still be active on the PS2, now that I think about it. Because they keep those servers open for fucking ever. On, like, COD games. Beware of the blob, it creeps and leaps and glides and slides across the floor, right through your door and all along the wall. Anti-venom, counteracts. Do I have a thing that does... No, I don't. Oof. Hey, Orc. Heck, Vita and go into PS Store and get whatever you want. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the or is it just the PSP Go, not like the older models of PSP? I mean, if you, with the PSP Go, that being like an all-digital console, like, you ever, like, cut support for the online on the PSP Go, that literally just breaks the system. That'll literally just brick the system, because that system was all digital. Honestly, I thought the PSP Go was kind of a cool idea. I don't know if you saw... but somebody just made, like, a mobile controller that's kind of like the PSP Go. It kind of works like that. Like, you can, like, cradle your phone in it, and it slides out like an old Android phone keyboard. Like, back when phones had keyboards. When phones were fun. Copyright, Mr. Mobile. Orc should play that? No, you should play that. You're the fucking visual novel person. You're the one we dump all our shitty visual novels on, because you actually enjoy that shit. Well, we dump our shitty visual novels and Snatcher on you. And for some reason, you like all of them except for Snatcher. Coincidence? No. There's a Famicom Detective Club on Super Famicom with the exact same gameplay as Snatcher. Is that translated? I might have to check that out. It's 100% translated. Only difference is it doesn't have any shooting sections, so it's better, is what you're telling me. Okay. I might have to check that out. I need to check out the Famicom Detective Club. There's a lot of them. They just did a remake of one of the first ones, I think, on Switch. I don't know if it's a remake or if it's a whole other game, but they did just do a Famicom Detective Club game. Alright. Oh shit. Fuck you, Blob. Oh, it is a remake. Asilo did it. I was using my magic. That helped a lot. Actually, no, I'm gonna go back and save. I must. No. Oh. Okay, I can do this. Yep, easy boss. Especially when you're OP like this. But yeah, that remake on Switch looks pretty good. I might have to check that out at some point. There's like a couple like last minute Switch games I want to get. Like, I say last minute as if the console's going anywhere anytime soon. It's not, but like the Tamagotchi Life game for Switch that's coming out, I might check that out. I admittedly kind of got a bit into Tamagotchi Life on 3DS. And the fact that they're doing a sequel to that on Switch late in its life, that's pretty cool. And I don't even need a Switch 2 to use it. I can just play it on the old Switch 1, which I already have. I don't know if you would like Tamagotchi Life. It's a life sim, but, you know, it's like with Mii's. Buckaroo Banzai? I think I've heard of that. Oh, Buckaroo Banzai is a movie, never mind. Yeah, I've heard of that, I've never seen it. You probably, yeah, you wouldn't like it? Fair enough. You just updated your Switch after like a year. Tamagotchi Life? No, it's not free. It's gonna cost like AAA price. I don't know if it's gonna be like $80 like some of the Switch 2 games, but if it's like $60, I'll buy it. Like I said, I got decently into Tamagotchi Life on 3DS. I mean, Tamagotchi Life on 3DS is free if you, you know, pirate it. Your Switch library is all RPGs, Metroidvanias, fighters, and some FPS. 3PS? What's a 3PS? Oh, third-person shooter. What am I thinking? Yeah.
Just are. Death has returned.
Mortal! You know of a man by the name of Maxil, do you not? Yes, I do. What about him? I believe that man has discovered an object that holds the Lord's power! What? You mean Dracula's remains? My Lord's fragmented remains? Now it all makes perfect sense. What on earth are you talking about? You have provided me with an answer, so I shall reward you with an explanation. It's simple. This castle is a creation of Maxim's will. What? But it's not capable of such a feat. But he's not capable of such a feat. Netflix Castlevania says fuck every other line. Good. Good. If you call him on it, he'll fucking kill you. Does Steam Machine have official specs? It's supposed to be better than the Steam Deck. And it has official specs. I don't remember what they are. They're on the website, I think. I'm not really interested in the Steam Machine because, like, Steam Deck can kind of do most of what I want. Pretty much everything that I want. Steam Deck is still pretty good. The VR headset, maybe. It'll also depend on price. Like, the Steam Machine, I'm thinking maybe like $700 to $800 is my estimate. VR headset, I have no idea. I'm kind of hoping it'll, like, be maybe around... I'm hoping... I don't think this will come to pass, but I'm hoping it'll kind of compete with some of the cheaper MetaQuests and be, like, about $400. I'm almost positive that's not going to be the case, and I'm thinking maybe more like $1,000 for the VR headset. If it's like $1,000, then no, I'm not gonna buy it. If it's like $400, maybe. Because I've been thinking of getting like a cheaper MetaQuest for a long time. The thing with a MetaQuest though is like, the MetaQuest is cool, and like especially some of the cheaper ones are a good way to kind of get into VR entry level. But the support really isn't there. Like, Meta app selection is not the best. Switch emulation is pretty easy. You can probably do that too. I can do Switch emulation on the Steam Deck. I have before. The thing is, as I've said before, like, when it comes to, like, Switch and PS4 emulation, which PS4 emulation is apparently more than possible as well. PS4 emulation is fairly possible as well. I haven't actually tried getting PS4 emulation to work. I've heard it's not the most difficult thing to do, but when it gets into consoles that still have active support and they're still releasing new games for it, that's when it kind of gets into, like... That's when it kind of starts to get into, like, gray area for me morally. Like, that's not... There's few times in history where, like, modern-day consoles could be emulated at full speed. Like Game Boy Advance... Like, Game Boy Advance is, like, the only thing I can think of where it's just, like... Game Boy Advance was, like, a modern console that pretty much out of the gate you could have decent emulators for. Like, Game Boy Advance emulation was always relatively easy. DS emulation, it kind of took a little while to get that working full speed. Even now, like, sometimes I found DS emulation will sort of chug a little bit. So, like, if you want, like, the perfect DS emulation, if you want, like, a perfect DS experience, it's still kind of advised that you go out and buy an official DS. But the problem with the DS is, like, those screens are so small. So, like, it's either, like, you get an emulator and it runs at, like, 90%, or you get an official DS and the screens are so tiny that you can't see the game. Or, I mean, like, not even, like, the screens are tiny. It's just, like, even if you have, like, full vision, it's just, like, you know, it's a handheld. So, like, you know, now that you're a grizzly old man like me, like, those tiny controls are kind of cramped. Like, they were fine when we were kids. It just kind of feels a bit cramped now that we're big, muscly adults. Yeah, Switch can be emulated full speed on a phone. Yeah, exactly. I mean, to be fair, though, the Switch runs on Android, so makes sense that an Android would be it would be easily able to just, like, port it over to an Android phone. Yeah, it took over a decade to finally have a machine that could run PS2 perfectly. Yeah, like, PS2, yeah, it took a while for PS2 emulation to really, like, it took a while for PS2 emulation to really, like, get good, but once it did, it, like, it was like a switch flipped and just, like, PS2 got real fucking good. Like, even now, I would not say PS2 emulation is flawless. There's, like, you can still find, like, the odd game that'll have, like, a couple of glitches here and there, but I would say, like, PS2 is another one of those where it's, like, 80 or 90% good. And really, with emulation, that's plenty. If you can find something that runs, like, 90% good, and even, like, you can upscale it to where it looks better than an actual PS2 is the thing. Like, you can, like Artanelico, you saw that. Like, you saw, like, I had it upscaled to, like, 1080p. Artanelico looked fucking good as shit. So, like, that's how good PS2 emulation is now, is that it probably looks better than a real device. Like, even the PS3, like, the PS3, certain models of the PS3 can play PS2 games, and it'll output through HDMI. I'm not even sure if, like, the PS3 upscales to 1080p. I mean, it'll upscale PS3 games, obviously. I'm not 100% sure about PS1 and PS2. I'm not sure it upscales. It's displayable, but I'm not sure it upscales that way. You can download texture packs for Armored Core 2 PS2, and it looks like a Yeah, that's true. You could even, like, download texture packs and make it look even better in high def. Make it look even more high def. Speaking of, I think Armored Core is one of the games that, well, not the first Armored Core. It was like some other Armored. There were multiple Armored Core games on the PlayStation, right? But, like, one of them I think is going to be reviewed on EGM. So tune into that on Tuesday to see what people thought of Armored Core at the time. You did not know Switch used a version of Android. I mean, it's built atop Android. I mean, like, it's very, very heavily skinned to a point where, like, it's built atop Android, but it, like, and I think, like, there is technically a way to hack the Switch to run Android apps, but it's a pain in the ass, and it's not really worth it, and it doesn't run like stock Android all that well, because just like, yeah, the Switch kind of runs atop Android, but also it has like a whole bunch of just like custom chips and shit that make it not really compatible with stock Android, is my understanding. It was Project Phantasma. That's what it was. Yeah. That was the one that they were looking at. The Game Gear and Atari Lynx was the best handhelds. Yes, I agree. You know, but like, it's also funny too how like we have like, we're getting to a point where PS3 is, I wouldn't say PS3 emulation is perfect yet, but I'm not even 100% sure if it's like 50% of the way there, but it's it's viable. Like, I've been able to play like AAA PS3 titles on a Steam Deck. And yet, like, N64 emulation, still having trouble. Sega Saturn emulation only recently became good. Fucking Atari Jaguar emulation only recently became good. Granted, I think that's probably because there's less people who give it enough of a shit about the Jaguar to get it running. Fucking, like, Xbox emulation only now getting good. But, like, N64 emulation is the one that, like, surprises me the most. It's just, like, N64, even on the Steam Deck, kind of has some trouble. They used to do well. It used to be good. Back in, like, the Project 64 days, N64 emulation was, like, full speed. But no, we had to make it fucking bad. They had to fuck up Project 64 by, like, loading it with a bunch of adware and shit.
Death everything. The castle's two spirits now embody my lord's powers. Hell.
Yeah, Project 64 was fast. It really was. And then they fucked it up.
Just the castle's two spirits?
It's a really sad case with Project 64. Project 64 was fucking magical, and then they fucked it up.
That two spirits exist now within his body.
Two spirits exist now. His original spirit and a wicked spirit born from my lord's remains.
What a ridiculous notion! I'm giving them, like, Symphony of the Night voices. Do you like?
And so, two castles were born to embody the two spirits. Of the two spirits, the wicked one warned the castle's most.
Wait a minute. What do you mean by two castles?
Ignorant mortal! Do you realize that this castle has two layers? I don't want to have anything more to do with you. You. Farewell!
Well, wait! Are you running away from me?
This castle, as it is now, is the transient one. I must go and aid its completion.
Yep, second castle, exactly. They wanted to make... Yeah, they wanted to make N64 emulation more accurate. Now it sucks. Yes, he is running away. He's scared. He's scared of me. Now I'm kind of scared, like, this is gonna be like a Symphony of the Night situation, where, like, if you don't, like, beat everything in, like, a certain order, it's... I won't be able to play, like, the other half of the game. Apparently, Karumi's gonna be playing Harmony for Thanksgiving, so we may have a case where both of us are playing Harmony at the same time. Obtained greenstone. Okay. I don't really know what the stones do, but I've been selecting them as I've gotten them. Karumi will beat it in the most minimalist way in, like, 3 days max. Yeah, well, I mean, like... He's on track to, like, beat Persona 5 after, like, a month. That's a pretty big game. No! Wait, I don't want that. No. Life is good again. I already read this, so I'll Harumi dialogue skip. They add elemental properties to your whip, the stones. Oh, okay. I haven't really noticed much of a difference, but I've been getting them anyway. Well, I've been getting... If there's a cool shiny thing, I'm going to get it. I can't use the gate death I can't use the gate death used? Oh. Yeah, I didn't think so. Maybe I can. Let me see. Oh, never mind. See, can I go through that? Oh, I can! Okay. Yeah, you were right. Wait. What did I do? Oh, I think it... Wait, no, I'm gonna say this. This is the same place I was just at before, but the aura about it has changed. Now I see. This is what Death meant when he said there was 2 castles. Fuck. Okay. Yeah, there we go. New castle. Oh, wait, no, I don't want that. Thank you. This seems to be the same. Oh, wait. No, is it? No, I was gonna say this seems like the same. It's not even, like, backwards or anything. It's just the same. Or not, no. I just got an MP boost where that greenstone was. So the new castle doesn't even have, like, new music in it? It's not. It just has similar looking areas. Okay. Even uses, like, the same map. Oh yeah, these are different enemies. Yeah, this is different. I see. Oh, I see. I've gotten to pass 50% of the game. Fair enough. It's a mirror castle. Yeah. One is translucent, other is physical. At least that's the lore. Okay. No, I found it. I found out what to do with the gear. You are going to pry. You are going to get this sub weapon when you pull it from my cold dead hands. Murica. Come for my sub weapon. Get the bullets. I got like the right? No, shit. I didn't upgrade the armor for this save. I need to do that. There we go. Might want to level up. Well, I mean, I am leveling up as I play to whatever degree I can. $123. Okay. Hey, DJ Ronnie. How are you doing? Hey, DJ Ronnie, did you know Alucard is Alucard spelled forwards? Mind blown. He got legs, and he knows how to use them. Your sister's on vacation with, your sister's on vacation at the Philippines? Cool, yeah, spend time with her as much as you can. Is this your young sister? You did like a couple of streams with her years ago? Where she was like doing like DDR and shit? Or I don't know if it was DDR, but it was some rhythm game. Might have been Miku. I feel like I remember it being Miku. Y'all can bond over your love of Miku. Miku is universal. The universal love language of Miku. Oh, that was your niece. Okay, never mind. She was fun. She streams, right? Like your niece does? I'm not particularly interested in watching her shit, but she streams, right? Oh, you only have one... You only have the one sister? Yeah, from Canada. Your niece is basically pro level at rhythm game. Oh yeah, I remember that. That's right. Yeah, I remember she is like OP at rhythm games. I remember now. That was fun. That was fun while it lasted. You know, we talk about how shit contact damage is, and it is shit, but on the other hand, when you can basically use it against the enemies, it is kind of cool. Like, I'm just gonna, like, tickle you with my whip, and if you run into that, that's your problem. Ooh, boss time. Actually, I might not want. That might not be... Whoa. Oh, here we go. I may die here, but if I do, I realize now where my mistakes lied. Oh, never mind. Easy boss. He made a new GGG PNG model in case she wants to stream here. Cool. Your sister's interested in streaming? That's good. Family that streams together, creams together, I don't know. Come up with something that's literally anything but that, and it'll be better. Oh, your niece. Okay. New upgrade. That's what I like to see. Yes, sirree, Bob. I gotta say, as cool as this is not as cool as Upside Down Castle from Symphony. You know what? That might be my review of this in a nutshell. As cool as this is, it's just a weak imitation of Symphony. Well, I guess I shouldn't say... Well, weaker imitation of Symphony. It's not like necessarily this game is bad, it's more just Symphony is really, really, really good. Like, if I were to ever do, like, an alphacade of PS1, first of all, God have mercy upon us all if that ever happened. Second of all, like, there's a realistic chance Symphony of the Night could get to the top of that list. And there's a lot of PS1 games. Symphony of the Night might still get to the top of that list. Then again, though, PS1 does have a method of playing FF6. Tough competition there. Oh, this kind of sucks that, like, the map is already filled in. That way, like, it's harder to tell, like, where I have left to go. By the way, I was talking about this earlier. I beat the third world in Chocobo Dungeon. Agree that Symphony is better? Yeah. That's one of the criticisms against this game, because bosses just melt with magic. Perhaps the same could be said of all religions. No, But in all seriousness, like, perhaps the same could be said of, like, a lot of the Metroidvania, Castlevania games, is, like... But then again, though, the problem is like... No, that criticism's valid. That criticism is valid, because, like, yes, that's true of Symphony of the Night, but you still kind of have to work for it. Like, you have to do a lot of grinding to get OP in Symphony of the Night, or even Aria of Sorrow. And once you do that, like, you've kind of... Once you've grinded that much and, like, put in that that much time just, like, fighting the same enemy over and 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 over again, like, you've earned the right then to be OP. Game is basically a portable demake of Symphony of the Night. Yeah, that's fair. I know you didn't end up beating Chocobo Dungeon, but where I was getting with that was I got the ring that basically makes me OP and just gives me infinite energy. That's cool. I'm on the forest dungeon now. I mean, Chocobo Dungeon's a fun game, but, I mean, it's a roguelike, so of course it's bullshit. I did find the shop in the village, though. That helped a lot. I was able to, like, get, like, a potion, a peanut. Apparently there's a way to get, like... energy and health and stuff by throwing empty bottles at enemies. I've not gotten that to work. It was, like, explaining that, like, at some point in the game, and it's just, like, you can get health by throwing empty bottles at enemies or something like that, and I'm like, yeah, that doesn't seem to work for me, though. I don't know if I misread something or if I'm doing something wrong. I don't know. If you didn't know, the Shield Red Trick Symphony of the Night isn't that easy. Yeah, exactly. Not that hard either. Mid-tier guard got through Symphony of the Night mostly with the Bastard Dagger, first dagger you get. Yeah. Symphony is... I mean, it's difficult, but, like... I mean, Castlevania is difficult. That's the great thing about Symphony, though, is that, like, Symphony is kind of built in such a way that it can kind of be as easy or difficult as you want it to be. If you're willing to put the time and energy into just grinding enemies forever, you can basically just, like, beat the bosses, be like Luigi beating the game by doing absolutely nothing, but... you know, it can also be a challenge. That's kind of the great thing about Symphony of the Night. If you're willing to put the time into it, the game becomes easy, but also you still feel rewarded because you put a lot of time into it. Like, that is just genius level game design. Literally every other game take notes on Symphony. Symphony of the Night needs to be like... If I ever, like... were to do a game design class, Symphony of the Night would be like... okay, I'm gonna buy like a bunch of used PlayStations. What I want you to do, ladies and gentlemen, ladies, fish, and gentlemen, is I want you to... What I want you to do is play Symphony of the Night and take all the lessons you can from this body gam. Easy game for babies with a Game Boy, exactly. You beat Super Mario Land on stream recently because Arus requested it. Yeah, Arus is a fan of Mario Land. It's a good game. It's just like... it's a good game. There's... Mario Land is definitely... a controversial entry. Probably, I would say, like, the most controversial, like, mainline Mario game. And there's... I'd say it's, like, between that and Sunshine, but maybe even more so Mario Land, just because, like... it's a good game, but they definitely... there's some things about it that are a little bit controversial. Just, like, from a gameplay standpoint. Yeah, and the input lag, too, is the other thing. So, I will be right back. I'm gonna quick go to the bathroom. Psst. Hi, I'm back. I also forgot to, I also forgot to mute. Oh, no. Ah, the microphone's on. It's been on the whole time, huh? Alright. Oh, I fucked myself. Wonder if I can, I wonder if I can get this again by going here. Or not. Although, you know what? I might actually have to go that way anyway. I'm wondering if, like, this reverse castle is just, like... Like, now a lot of those, like, doors and stuff that I couldn't go through before, now I can. And that's how I do it. I will say it is kind of cool that you can get, like, reverse castle in this game just by playing it, and you don't have to, like, beat all the bosses in a certain order or whatever the hell you had to do in Symphony. I was scared that I would have to do that to get, like, true OP ending. Oh, they made this harder, though. That's fun. Oh, not that much harder. Oh, I got a thing. I don't know what that was, but... Oh, bar mana prism. Okay, that's what that is. A large amount of MP. Fair enough. And I was right. Okay. That is the perk of, Reverse Castle, or... I guess it's not Reverse Castle, it's like... Oh, wait, never mind. I still can't get through that, never mind. I've lied to you all, and I'm a liar. I guess just go through and do the shit that I have before. I love how he makes Homer Simpson "Don't!" when he gets hit. That's best part of the game, actually. But yeah, like, the thing with this is, like, with the different music and kind of different, like, appearance and shit, it kind of felt like you were playing, like, a whole other game. This kind of just feels like you're playing the same game twice. It's like a Ghosts and Goblins type thing. Damn it. Well, now I know. I know there's no point in going, right. There we go. Oh, I didn't get the... Right, okay. I see. Yes, I'm back. I'm just gonna hold down the turbo option and beat him. Alright. I hate to alarm you, but this sub-weapon may or may not be somewhat OP, actually, as it turns out. Thunder. Oh no, thunder. I tried. What's a math potion? Oh, restores a large amount of HP. Fair enough. It does so with math. The true work of the devil. I mean, if you remember high school, math professors basically were the devil, so you know, stands to reason, I suppose. The other thing, too, I was mentioning this earlier. I don't remember if Game Gear was here when I was talking about this, but, like, the other thing, too, is, like, of, like, the mainline, like, not talking about, like, weird jank ports to, like, MS-DOS or Amiga or some shit like that, like, of the mainline, like, Castlevania games that Konami had direct control over, this might have the worst music in the series, which, like, the music isn't awful or anything, it's just, like, more so than any other Castlevania game, the music just kind of exists. Like, every Castlevania game outside of this has, like, some music that you can just be, like, you know, you'll just be, like, humming it in, like, some random, like, time and place. It's just, like, I don't think there's really much of anything like that here. I also do think I want to play Advance Wars at some point, because, like... I do want to play Advance Wars at some point, just because, like... That's, like, another game that's in the top 5 that I really want to get more into, so that I can kind of see, like, does it deserve to be in the top 5? I think it does, but... You know... Y'all know. Nah, you know, man. You just know. It's like FF Tactics in a way. Yeah! Advance Wars is okay. Yeah, like, it's like that and Final Fantasy Tactics are like the 2 games that they kind of recommend for getting into like SRPGs. I think there's a Final Fantasy Tactics on Game Boy Advance, right? Because if so, that'll be another interesting one. What's the hint card number 6? The red book and the dagger share a secret. It is a different game. I knew it was a different game. I just knew there was an FF Tactics game on GBA. I just thought there was an FF Tactics game on GBA, and I wanted to be sure. I'll be covering that one pretty soon, so... Along with some other Final Fantasy VI related material. That'll be fun. Story is more kiddie-based? Okay. FF Tactics on PS1 is a serious entry. So, like, GBA is, like, SD. Almost like SD FF Tactics, in a sense. Oh, you know what? I might want to go down. I wonder if that place I went to is now lit. Just want to make sure I still have this. Bye, Arus. Final Fantasy Tactics has a similar vibe to Rhapsody. Interesting. That's another one. Well, like, FF Tactics and Advance Wars, those are probably, like, too long of a game for, like, a Sunday stream, which is the problem. I just don't know of any other time I would be able to play it. But I do want to. Those are, like... Advance Wars especially is one that I want to check out. Breath of Fire 2 is one... like, I'm not particularly interested in playing Breath of Fire, but... I feel like I probably should, just to be like, well, I think it's an outstanding game, and everybody says it's an outstanding game, but is it an outstanding game, you know? No. Oh. Okay, I just thought the thing. Yay! Or I think that said MP. All right. How much HP do I have now? 271. All right. Good. Actually, no. I want to go down here. I think there might be some more goodies down here. Hey, this bit's lit. Wait, no. I was gonna say this bit's lit up. I don't remember if this bit was lit up before or not. No, because there would be like spikes and shit here. Actually, never mind. This is an entirely different area. I think. Yeah, I don't think I've been here at all. This is like totally new. Or have I? No, I have been here, I think. There are new areas in this castle. Okay, yeah, so this is new, I think. I will admit, the reverse castle. This might be a leg up on Aria of Sorrow. Does that make the game better, though? I don't know yet, but I am keeping this in mind. I can barely even see myself on the map. It's so light. Okay, I can kind of see myself, I think. I'll need to switch between the two a lot? Oh, I can... Wait. I can go back to the other castle? That is an interesting mechanic. I don't know how much I like it, but... I don't know if I like that mechanic or not, but it's definitely... They had an interesting idea, I'll give it that. I'm like leveling up real fast. Yes, there's a final boss in both castles. Oh shit. If I get the best ending, I can save my friends? Cool. Not sure if I will be able to do that. I'm hoping I don't fuck... I'm hoping so far I haven't fucked things up to make that possible, but we shall see. Oh, you know what? I think I am starting to see, like... Okay. Okay, yeah, I see where I am. Yeah, so, like, the bit that's, like, grayed out is, like, where I have been in Reverse Castle. So it does... So it does mark where you have been. Or it does, like, differentiate from where you have left to go and where you have been. That's pretty good. You played this before it was out on GBA? Oh, was it, like, on a flashcard or something? That's what I was saying, is, like, GBA, or just emulating it, I don't know, but, like, GBA is just, like, one of those things that I think was always fairly easy to emulate fairly well. I don't know if it, like, got to be, like, perfect until, like, after the GBA was a thing, but... Now, I remember, like, even on the Mac, like, Boycott Advance, I don't know if it was perfect, but it was damn near... Compatibility was pretty close to, near good. I feel like I remember having an issue with, like, Mario Advance 3 as a kid. I don't remember if that was the, Super Nintendo, like, Yoshi's Island, or... what? It could have been Super Nintendo Yoshi's Island. I feel like emulators might have had trouble running that, early on. Would make sense. It had, like, it was, like, a Super FX game. I know definitely, like, a lot of clone consoles had issues with Yoshi's Island and Mario RPG and things like that. Yeah, it was almost perfect. Yeah, I thought I remembered that, yeah. Oh yeah, VBA was good too. Flashcards, I know, were huge in the GBA lifespan. And to a degree, DS as well. Like, you could get an R4 card and just, like, play as many games as you could fit on an SD card. Before Nintendo patched that out in later revisions. Hell, even some of the earlier Action Replay devices had, like, a micro SD card slot on them, so you could just, like, sideload DS games. But yeah, emulation is kind of great. Oh, I mean, like, Bleem, I think, wasn't Bleem even, like, kind of semi-official? Like, I don't think Sony ever endorsed Bleem, but, like... No, wait, no. Definitely Sony was kind of trying to make Bleem not a thing. It was weird, though, because, like, Bleem you could, like, buy in a store. Like, that's, like, the only... I was gonna say the only time that you could just buy an emulator at a store. Nowadays, you can just buy, like, so many shitty emulation machines on Amazon and AliExpress and shit like that. So I guess now that's not even super special. It's just, like... I mean, nowadays you can't really buy software in a store, period, because, well, software doesn't really come on discs. At least, like, for PC, because why would you? Pretty much everything is more convenient to just download. Bleem was commercial, but I don't think, like, Sony ever... PS emulator? I never even heard of that. I thought it was just, like, Bleem, and then, like... Because PlayStation emulation, my memory is, like, PlayStation emulation took a really long time to get good. maybe that's just me being a Mac user and like not many good PlayStation emulators being written for Mac in the early years, but I mean, Bleem was good, but it wasn't perfect, I don't think. There was definitely like some issues, and I think even with Bleem you had to like actually own the disc, which is kind of like the thing that sort of made it able to be slightly above ground. Oh, it eventually became EPCSX, yeah. Which still works fine. Yeah. It was always good. It just needed good hardware. Oh, maybe that's it. Simu. Yeah, I remember ECPSXC or whatever it was. I remember that. That was like the first good PSX PlayStation emulator. That was like the first thing that like I was able to run on like my MacBook Pro. Like I said, I was a Mac user for the longest time, and the only reason I ever switched to a PC is just because like basically out of protest of like Apple getting rid of all their I/O and just having USB-C ports. And now they have all the I/O back on their computers. It's just like now I'm like actually streaming and using shit, and just like it's easier to keep. It's easier, you know, nowadays for like to just like stay with PC. Also, PC is just a lot cheaper. Like, I don't think I could afford a new Mac at this stage. Whoa, what did I do? Rockabye juiced. What did I do? I don't know. You still... Oh, yeah, that's right. You can, they still have it, like, on Android, I think. You're right. Oh, no, I fucked myself. Not good. I don't have the OP thing anymore, Saj. But yeah, like I've said before, like both Mac and PC have their strengths and weaknesses. I do kind of miss Mac for some things. Like just like it was definitely easier to get a lot of things working on Mac than it was with PC. PC just kind of like requires like you can do more with PC, but the caveat is it's a more roundabout way of doing it. I can't really think of like any examples off the top of my head, but I can definitely say, well, like for example, like cloning a hard drive on Mac, that's really easy, and in fact there's software for doing that. If I get a new like PC, it's basically my understanding is like if I want to clone my hard drive and have it be exactly the way it is on my old PC, there's gonna be like a lot of shit I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to like download like special software and shit. Mac is cute, but it sucks when it hits EOL. I don't even know. I don't know what EOL is. Acronius or Acronis. It's a great app. Does that clone your hard drive? Because I'm thinking I might get a new PC at some point, and if I do, I don't want it to be like a... basically, what I want is I want my old PC, or I want my new PC to basically be exactly like my old PC. In terms of, like, the layout. Like, I don't want to have to, like, re-download OBS, reconfigure all of my scenes, you know, re-download, like, all of, like, the redeems and shit like that. I'm sure there's, like... I'm sure it's, like, impossible to, like, have it so that... To, like, have it be, like, there's no config, but as little config as possible. Oh, yeah, end of life. Yeah, fair enough. It can even clone app or Zephyr's apps. Not that you recommend doing that. That's boomer stuff. Okay, fair enough. Sometimes it's nice to start a clean state. Yeah, but, like, I definitely don't want to, like... Yeah, exactly. I don't want to redo it. I don't want to redo shit. Like, I don't want to redo the config. Like, I have, like, a setup in OBS. That's why I don't use, like... Because Streamlabs, I've come to realize, like, Streamlabs, if you can work out the interface and how to use it, it can be a bit better, like, of software. You can, like, configure more, but just, like... I set up OBS. I don't want to use anything else. Like, everything is here. All I need to do is just turn on OBS and everything is here, and I don't have to worry about it, like... I don't ever have to worry about, like... You know... How do I guess that's true. I could just migrate OBS settings. But then, like... Well, okay, but that's not even, like, the biggest issue. The settings aren't the biggest issue. The biggest issue is, the assets. Like, having all the assets there and in the right place. Like, I don't know where OBS saves everything, and I don't want to have to, like, spend, like, an entire, like, week or so trying to figure that out. Or maybe not even a week, just, like, however long it is, it's too long. But definitely I'll have to... Hold on. What did you say that... The name of the, Really should... What did you say the name of that software was called? I'm gonna take a screenshot of it. That might be useful. Okay. Back up and restore. Done. I am taking a screenshot of that. If I ever get a new PC, that'll come in handy. The install CD doubles as a boot disk. Oh, so you can just, like, buy the CD and have it double as a boot disk. Okay. I don't know if that would be easier or what, but... I might, like, want one of y'all on standby to, like, help me so I don't fuck it up. Cross that bridge when we get to it, but still. It does some ODD migration stuff. Odd migration stuff. I don't know. But it doesn't just magically make apps work. Yeah, I figured there was like no way to just make everything work like magically, but like as little work that the least amount of work that I have to do migrating everything, the better. I'm 27 years old now. I don't have time for this shit. I mean, I do, but just because I have time for it doesn't mean I'm gonna like it. Also, the longer it takes to migrate shit, the longer it'll be that I'll have to like not be streaming, and I don't want to do that, and you don't want that. You like me streaming. Am I a law student? No. I'm a college dropout. Oh, are you talking about someone else? I don't know. Or am I the know-it-all who corrects people over nitpicks? Because, I mean, that would be applicable to me. Not me? Okay. Like, I would not deny that characterization. I don't know, know-it-all might be like the one part of that I would deny. It's just like, I don't know. I don't know if I... Like, sometimes I may, like, seem a bit too arrogant for my britches, but... I don't know. I generally make it pretty clear I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't know if that makes it better or worse, but, probably worse. Oh, someone in your chat who doesn't even visit other channels? Oh, no. Snow needs to come visit here. We need Snow. There'll be snow for Christmas. I see she streams on Twitch sometimes. I need to actually visit one of her streams. She streams, like, kind of late at night. So, like, and I mean, I'm up late at night, so I probably should watch one of her streams. Or at least check it out. I don't even know what she streams, but I should probably check it out at some point. She had a YouTube channel with 2K subs. She streams art, retro, and modern game. So she does stream games. I will have to check out Snow's Twitch shit. Because I don't think she streams on YouTube anymore. I think it's... Or if she does stream on YouTube, I don't think she streams on anything that I'm subscribed to. But yeah, it does a lot of things. Yeah, talented. Yeah, that's mostly what I know about her is the musician. It's like this very kind of like atmospheric avant-garde type of thing. It's not for everyone, but it is for me. I will say that. Oh, her YouTube got nuked because she talks about politics a lot? You know. I don't even know where she stands politically. I don't remember where she stood. But, sucks she got nuked. I know, like, in the beginning of, like, 2025, there were, like, a bunch of people who kind of got, like, a second chance to, like, get their channel back. Like, that's why, like, for a while, like, InfoWars... For a little while, InfoWars kind of got their channel back, and then they immediately were just, like, just kind of, like, went back to their same old shit, and YouTube was just like, no, never mind. We made the right decision the first time. Okay, this is a new area. Oh, I see. This is like literally right behind where I was. or right under where I was earlier. Random content, part of why you enjoy my streams and the hot takes. I mean, I don't know. Like, I've like thought about that, and it's just like, yeah, I mean, I understand why people like the hot takes, but like also like I said, I freely admit I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about half the time, so it's just like I feel like part of the enjoyment of the hot takes is kind of just like, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, and it's just like sort of like almost like a sideshow type thing, and it's just like, and you know what, if that's fine, if that's true, fine. I mean, whatever, it's YouTube, we're all kind of like a sideshow, but what have I done? I don't know. Oh, I've done something, I think. My points, even if aren't invalid, even if you disagree with them. True. The other thing too is I feel like it kind of like turns sometimes, like when I'm just like ranting about shit, I feel like it kind of just turns people off. Not even necessarily because they disagree, but just because, like, you know, sometimes, I mean, like, we live in like a very kind of just like extreme world. Sometimes people just want to break from that. I want to break from that sometimes. I don't know. I mean, like, I'm not gonna stop doing what I'm doing, but it's like a thing that I admittedly don't do as much as I did. Mainly just because, like, especially like the political shit. Like, I'm tired of the political shit. As an American, I am chronically tired of political shit, because political shit is like all fucking. It's always been, like, all over the place, but now, like, you know, especially, like, in the Trump years, it's just gotten real fucking ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, it does bring a new perspective. That's fair. Yeah, exactly, moonwalking. And this is why emulators are good, because, like, you know, it's not like a Game Boy Advance, you could just plug a turbo controller into it. Like, this is why emulation is great. Hell, I don't even know if the Advanced collections have a turbo option. I don't remember if they do. Is Anti-Venom gonna work? Or, oh, that's not, what is that? Okay. Counteracts the effects of curses. Okay. That'll do that. May as well just use these now. When else am I gonna... This is a different way to go. Let's see. How low can we go? Good thing. Ooh, save point. And is it? I want to play a bit more. Oh shit, I never checked the audio. Is the audio good? Is it too loud? Can you hear me? Is it like... I guess the way I should ask it is this. Are you straining to hear me? Because, like, you know... Something about the... Yeah, I was literally just saying that. Something about the music in here isn't as good as other Castlevania games. I was basically saying, like, this... Like, not counting, like, jank ports, like the DOS or the Amiga port or some shit like that. Audio is good? Okay, good. Like, not counting, like, jank ports, like, you know, the Amiga port or DOS port or some shit, this is probably the worst Castlevania music. Not necessarily that it's bad, but like El said, it's just not as good as other Castlevania outings. Oh, shit. Take note you're on earphones, though. Well, that's probably best. That you're on earphones. That means you're gonna have, like, the most accurate, audio experience. Oh, this weapon sucks. Because you can't do anything while it's shooting. Oh, yeah, I see where I am now. I was, like, at this place before. Yeah, I see where I was, like, on the other side of that. Not as good as Arya. Yeah. Yeah, not as good as Arya of Sorrow. Definitely in the music department, not as good as Arya. Oh, okay, that is something I must have, not really sure what that did, but I'm glad I did it, I think? Question mark? Oh, you know what? Oh, I wonder if... No, never mind. I wonder if it, like, did that. No, it didn't. I know I was meant to do that, I just don't know what it did. I was just like, I don't know what it does, but it looks like a good thing, so I'm glad I did it. Oh, it actually did. Oh, shit. I should have read that. It actually did explain what it did. Okay, I just gotta go to like a different area, I guess. I don't think I've been here yet. Or have I? No, I haven't been here yet, I don't think. Actually, I may like Times Pinner. What's this? Oh, Time Spinner. It's an indie symphony of the night with a female protagonist. Is that like what, on Steam or something? I might have to check that out. I think though she LGBT, but you suppose it's fine. Yeah, I don't care. I mean, I don't care if a real person's LGBT, let alone a fictional one. Dude, if someone's gonna fucking care about, like... Okay, you want my hot cake? Here's my fucking hot cake. Like, okay, first of all, caring about somebody's sexuality in real life is fucking stupid. Caring about a fictional character's sexuality is just fucking... You're an idiot, I think. Or just, like... You just need to, like, understand, like, okay, she is a fictional character. Her sexual... What she's into is not important in the real world. In the fictional world, the fact that you care about that is laughable. Anyway. What time is it, actually? Do I want to... Yeah, I think this is a good place to stop. You just found it. It's on Steam, also everywhere else. Okay, I might, you know what, Black Friday's coming up soon. That game's probably going to go on sale. Assuming it's not, like, too new, but... Yeah. Well... Guess who's live? I mean, I've talked before. I was talking earlier about, like, the early days of streaming and my ultimate goals. How about the person who got me into streaming in the first place? E.C. Myers Vids, who is playing... Is it the first Metroid Prime? No, the Wii one. Which I think... I'm not sure if that's the same as the one on GameCube. I know there were a couple of Wii games that were basically, like, GameCube... Literally just GameCube games, but with, like, some motion control shit. I don't know if Metroid Prime on the Wii is like that, or if it's a whole other game. I don't remember, but... Or it could just be the GameCube game that he's playing on the Wii. That's possible. I don't know, but... Either way, go raid E.C. Myers Vids. Great guy, great channel. Tell him I said hi. All that. So, tomorrow we will continue on with Game Boy Advance games, beginning with the letter E. Tuesday, more Lunar, the Silver Star story complete for PlayStation. A game that came out the month that I was born, the month and year that I was born, as I found out. In EGM, from November 1998, issue 112, which we will be continuing on Thursday. Saturday, I will be getting back to Rompory. I took last night off to celebrate my birthday, which I had a lot of fun. Went out to dinner with some friends, had some cake at my parents' house. My friends gave my parents' dog a shit ton of attention. It was real fun. But I will be back with more Rompory on Saturday. And then next Sunday, more Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance for the Game Boy Advance. So, thank you guys so very much for watching. Always super appreciated. Thank you especially to my members, Arus218, DJ Ronnie G, and LCX, and thank you to everybody else for watching me tonight. Thank you, Karumian Good Gamer, Arus218, DJ Ronnie G, Game Gear Goddess, Mike Wolf, Orc War Chief Reviews, Prime 1, Renee W, and Real Wad... Oh, wait. Yeah, Real Wadana... I don't know. Real. Thank you guys so very much for watching. Good night. And thank you for going to my TED Talk. Bye, everyone.
It's the outro, and here's the outro freak. Freddy Freaka, into presentation, sweeping the nation, doing his thing by way. If you wanna see more of me, become a member, watch some movies on LD Cinema, play some games on Rum Roulette and Request. To be part of the community, join the Discord, talking about games, music, rock requests, and more. Join now. That's all of the plugs that I've made. Thank you all for watching. Now let's raid!